That's just asking for a bad day. Hey guys, today I've got Hormel tamales. Before we get started, please subscribe and hit the bell if you want notifications. And if you end up liking the video, give it a thumbs up and tell everyone that you know. This is Hormel tamales, beef in chili sauce. I don't know what to say about this really. I saw it on Amazon and I thought, hey, that looks like something that would be horrifying to eat. So I purchased it in the hopes of letting you guys know how I feel about it. But apparently, some people eat this all the time. I have a friend, she apparently used to eat it as a kid, but I've never heard of it. And to be honest, it looks like something from a gas station. But they are tamales, apparently, and it's got water, beef, tomatoes, cornmeal, corn flour, mesa flour, chili powder, paprika, and spice. So yeah, all it says is Hormel tamales, beef and chili sauce, no artificial ingredients. For heating, it says arrange the tamales and sauce in a single layer in a microwave-safe dish. Cover loosely. Heat on high for 3 minutes or until hot. Carefully remove paper wrappers before serving. I guess they have paper wrappers? Weird. So I really have no idea what to expect here. Though it does have a recipe for casserole. It says spoon Hormel chili into bottom of baking dish, top with Hormel tamales, but remove the papers. Sprinkle with Mexican blend cheese and bake at 350 degrees for 25 to 30 minutes. I think that looks pretty good, but I don't have any chili right now. I've just got the tamales, and I don't know, we'll see what happens. So let's open this guy up. Okay. Oh, I guess they are wrapped in paper. Smells kind of chili-ish. I mean, it says it's chili sauce, but it's kind of interesting looking. I don't know if you can see, but I'll just put them all in this bowl. I want it to splash all over the place. There we go. Okay. So a single row, it said, or single layer, it said to put it. So I guess I'm supposed to leave the papers on there. It just says remove the paper wrappers before serving. So I'll just leave that on there and put it in the microwave for a little bit for 3 minutes or until hot. Hey guys, I'm back. Got my tamales cooked. Splatter guard was a really good investment here. Did get some splatter on there. It is hot. Let's see. You can see the tamales without me spilling it too much. But yeah, it smells pretty good. It smells like, you know, your standard Mexican-ish food. All right. Let's see how we do. We're supposed to take off carefully take off the paper wrappers. Okay. I don't know what I'm going to do with this. I'll just put them in the can. There's no cheese on here or anything. It's just the wrappers and the meat. They do look a little bit soggy, especially in the chili sauce. Let's see. Chili sauce is pretty tasty so far. It's not overly flavorful, not overly spicy, which is good. It's good for my digestion. I think we've got one more to go. Struggle here. And now my hands are all chili-fied. So it looks like in one can of these guys you get 6 of these tamales in one can, which I don't know how filling they'll end up being, but it looks like a good amount of food. Okay, so reminds me of like a Mexican pig in a blanket, I guess, because it's like corn meal wrapped around some meat. Looks pretty good. They're very tender, very soft. I guess it's the microwaveness of it. It comes apart really easily on my fork. Very mushy. I almost want to say it's almost slimy, but not really. It's just really mushy and microwaved. You can definitely tell. It's not overly flavorful at all. They like to slip off my fork too. It's got this chili sauce that's gonna undoubtedly play hell with my bowels later, but I'm not feeling any heat on the tongue. The timing was very good. 3 minutes. It's not bad, but it's very flavorless. I guess that's why they suggest this casserole. Add a little bit more flavor to it. It could definitely use, man, I'm making a mess. Could definitely use a little something else, maybe like sour cream or cheese or both. It's not gross or anything, but it's very flavorless. It's filling enough. I think I'll have enough for dinner. It's Coca-Cola. See, in Mexican restaurants, the tamales that they have look like corn husks or something. But these are really just like mushy corn wrapped around quote unquote seasoned beef. You can taste the corn. Tastes like cornmeal. But overall, it tastes pretty bland. with a little bit of heat in the back of the throat. I go to this Mexican restaurant down the street from my work. They treat me pretty well there. And every day for lunch when I go, I get the chicken chimichanga. But they have a lot of other stuff there. And one of the things is tamales. So I'm going to have to try like actual tamales made by a Mexican to compare to how this Hormel tamale tastes. They kind of look like churros stuffed with beef. I guess that's kind of what they are, if you think about it. You can get a good little clip of what it kind of looks like. Pimento. Pimento? One of those. That's what it reminds me of. It crumbles on my fork. Just have to eat it with a spoon, I guess. Don't want to eat too much of this plain chili sauce. That's just asking for a bad day. Let's see. Yeah, it's just cornmeal and corn flour and cornstarch. Masa flour, which is ground yellow corn with a trace of lime. So it's basically corn, water, beef, tomatoes, and corn, and a little bit of spices. But the spices, you really can't really taste the spices. I think maybe if they didn't put it in sauce, if I could have just gotten some plain non-sauced tamales, that might have been better. You can do whatever you want with them. Used to live in Texas, around Austin. They had a lot of Tex-Mex type stuff. That's kind of what this reminds me of. Something you'd find in a Tex-Mex place. What is Tex-Mex anyway? It's like Texas wanting to be Mexican, or is it Mexico trying to be Texan? How much of it is Tex and how much of it is Mex? I don't know. I should probably look some of this up. do a little bit more research before I decide to eat stuff. Well, that was all 6 of my tamales. They were just okay. They were a good base, I guess. I should have added a little sour cream or something. And I think as an ingredient in this casserole, they'd be pretty good. So I think I want to make this sometime. So if I do, I'll definitely make a video of that, but just by itself, it was alright. It did the job. I'm pretty full. How much is in here? 15 ounces of chili sauce. I don't know. I'm not feeling any heartburn right now, but I'm sure it'll come back up on me in a couple hours before I go to bed. But it wasn't overly spiced. It was just kind of there. I think you really need to add your own spices and accoutrement to it. Some like chives or something. You got like some onions and some pico de gallo on the picture. So that would probably be what needs to be added. So if you're looking for some kind of substance as the base of a meal or a casserole or something, this would be a pretty good option. Just by itself, it's not that great. So I'll give it a thumbs up just because it's not the worst thing ever. I would eat it again. It's not like a wonderful meal, but it's not like horribly disgusting. There are no issues with it, no malfunctions. You got pretty much what was on the package. They might be a little better off the stovetop, but who uses a stove? So nothing exciting, just plain old put in your stomach food. So thanks for joining me for dinner anyway, and I'll see you next time.